Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So please don't forget to subscribe and like and share the video. So on my previous video I was doing a question paper of June exam question 5 2023. So let's continue, but before you can watch this video, make sure you watch the previous video because now we continue. Okay, so make sure you check it out and don't forget to like, share, comment if maybe something that you misunderstand, and hit me up if you need lessons. Or check my description, you will see my phone number, and I linked my channel with some socials like Facebook. You can hit me up on Facebook. So yeah, we'll take it from there. Okay, so let's continue. So I was about to do 5.3. Okay, so 5.3 says determine without using a calculator the value of, they gave us cos a plus 55 degree, cos a plus 10 degree, plus, see, it's addition, plus, okay, let me extend this, plus sine, open brackets, a plus 55 degree, I don't have enough space, so I'll write another one here, and sine a plus 10 degree. Okay, and it's 3 marks. So remember, when we do these angles now, for cos, remember here it's cos and sine. This bracket is the same as this bracket, this bracket is the same as this bracket, which means we can write this in a simple form. Okay, so which means first step we'll have to say cos, then I open my bracket, a plus 55 minus, remember now we don't use the same sign because it's for cos, it's not for sine. Okay, minus, then we'll open another bracket. So let me make this bracket a bigger one. Okay, so here now we will have a plus 10 because that's our second bracket, a plus 10 degree, close bracket. So I close my big bracket. Okay, so the following step, now I'll have to say, okay, now I will have to remove this bracket. So I will have a plus 55, negative multiplied by positive is negative, negative multiplied by positive is negative. So I have this. Okay, now I collect like terms. I can see I have a, so it's a minus a, which is 0. So which means this a cancel this a. Okay, and we have 55, positive 55 minus 10, which is how much? 45. So we have cos 45, you see, and we know our 45 is a special angle. Okay, so you will have to take your calculator and press cos then 45, then you will get square root of 2 over 2. But don't write it like that. Don't write it like that. Write it as 1 over square root of 2. In this case, you are showing the marker that you didn't use a calculator, even though you used it. Okay, so write it in this way, not this way. Okay, but this and this, they are equal, but write it like this. Okay, so our final answer is 1 over square root of 2. So let's move. Then it's 3 marks. So the following question now will have to say, okay, it's 5.4 now. I have to say 5.4. And our 5.4 says, okay, our 5.4 is about prove the identity. Okay, so we are given this. They said consider this cos 2x plus sine 2x minus cos squared x all over sine x minus 2 cos x is equals to negative sine x. Okay, it's negative sine x on our right hand side. Okay, so we can see that we can work on our left hand side, so our right hand side is just fine, you see. So now I have to prove the identities. I have to prove that this side is equal to the right hand side. Okay, now like I said, I'll work on the left hand side. So I'll take my left hand side, then it's cos 2x plus sine 2x minus cos squared x all over sine x minus 2 cos x. You see, so right now I'll have to break this down. Okay, so first step, I'll have to say, okay, here I have cos 2x. Remember, cos 2x we can break it in 3 ways. In 3 ways. So the first one, remember these are double angles. So the first one, for cos 2x, we can use cos square x minus sine squared x, or 2 cos squared x minus 1, or 1 minus 2 sine squared x. Okay, so we can break it into 3 ways. But look here, remember, for sine 2x, it's only 1. Like, it is 2 sine x cos x. That's how it is. Okay, so I can use the one for 1 cos squared x minus 1, and I can use the one for 1 minus 2 sine squared x. Why? Because I will end up remaining with 1 or 3, because remember here I will have 2. You see, now I will have to use the first one, which is cos squared x minus sine squared x plus 2 sine x cos x minus cos squared x. Okay, now I'll have to say all over. Look at our denominator right now. Denominator will write it the way as it is. Okay, so it will be sine x minus 2 cos x. Okay, so now look at our numerator. Our numerator is here. So in our numerator we have a common factor, which is sine x, because it appears the most. Okay, so but remember, on our right hand side, our answer should be negative sin x. So in this case, if I take out a positive sign as a common factor, my answer, okay, let's see, let's do this. Sin x, then I open brackets, then I'll have to say, oh, there's a step that I missed. There's a step that I missed. Let me see. Oh, there's a step that I missed. I'm sorry. I can see right now there's a step that I missed. So since here we have common factors, which means this minus this is 0, which means they will cancel each other. Okay, so when they cancel each other, we will remain with negative sine squared x plus 2 sine x cos x all over sine x minus 2 cos x. Okay, so right now I'll have to take out a common factor here. Yeah, I'll have to take out a common factor because we have sine x. So, and here it is negative. So let me take my common factor as minus sine x. So which means here I had two signs, which means here I will have one sign. You see, this is why I write sine x. So remember, here it was a positive one, and here I have a negative, which means here it will be negative because negative multiplied by negative is positive. And here I had sign already, and here I only have one sign, which means here I don't have to write sign but cos only. So it will be cos x, sin x minus 2 cos x. No, I forgot to here because I can see I have 2 here. Okay, so these two, they will cancel each other. It's like this divided by this, which is 1, and negative sin x multiplied by 1 is the same. Okay, so our final answer is negative sin x. So this is our answer. Therefore, it is proven that our left hand side is equals to right hand side. So when you do this type of a question, always remember the other side, like the right hand side. So on the right hand side, we had only negative sin x. So you should be careful when you do this question. Okay, and especially when you pick, when it comes to cos 2x, you should make sure that you pick the right one. Because if I use the other one, like the second one or the third one, it was going to give me a wrong answer. So make sure when you substitute that you substitute correctly. Okay, so the other question, it says, now we are doing 5.5. Yes, it's visible. So 5.5 says we are given 3 tan x is equals to negative 2 cos 4x. I know some of you will be surprised that why 4? Why not 2? Because on double angle they use 2. Why now 4? Okay, so watch and learn. So, but without using a calculator, show you that sine 4x is equals to negative 0.4 is the only solution to the above equation. Okay, so better go with me. Let's go step by step. So like we know that tan is sine over cos. Okay, so but here it's 4x is 4x. Okay, so like I said that tan x is equal to sin x over cos x. So here we have 4, so it will be sin 4x over cos 4x is equals to, now this one we write it the way as it is because we can change it. Okay, right, now I will have to say, okay, now I have to break the bracket. When I break the bracket, now I will say, okay, remember I will multiply this 3 with this bracket, so I'll say 3 multiplied by this whole thing, it's 3 sine 4x over cos 4x. This 3 doesn't affect cos, it only affects sine because sine is on numerator. And here we have negative cos 4x. Okay, so the next step, I will multiply both sides by cos 4x. So this side I'll multiply it by this, and this side I'll also multiply it by cos 4x. Okay, so this one and this one, they will cancel each other, but here I will have, so now we remain with 3 sine 4x is equals to negative 2 cos squared 4x. Okay, now I'll have to take this side to the left hand side. So when I take it to the left hand side, it will change the sign. So it was negative, which means now it will be positive. So it will be plus 2 cos squared 4x is equals to 0. Okay, according to the question, at the end I should have sine 4x is equals to negative 0.5. But you can see here I have cos, so I should change this cos to sine, but how will I change it? That's the question. Okay, remember cos squared plus sine squared is equals to 1, you remember? So same applies to this, but here it's just that we'll use 4x. Okay, so which means here I will have 3 sine 4x plus 2, this part will change, it will change to 1 sine squared 4x is equals to 0. I changed this because I want to have only sine. Okay, so now the following step, I'll have to break the bracket. So when I break the bracket, I will say, okay, remember when you break the bracket, you should also be careful of signs. Okay, so here I have 3 sine 4x. 2 multiplied by 1, it's 2. 2 multiplied by negative this will have, remember a positive multiplied by negative is negative, so it will be negative 2 sine squared 4x is equals to 0. Now I broke my bracket, I'm happy. Okay, but I should put this in a standard form. Okay, so when I put it in a standard form, I will say negative 2 sine squared 4x, and this one will follow, remember it's positive, and here it's positive, you see. So but in this case it will be a little bit confusing because of this sign, so we should make sure we should, let's say, deplete, yeah, we decay it, so we'll make sure we divide everything by -1. So I will divide by -1, -1, -1, -1. Okay, to make sure that here we'll have a positive value. So we'll have 2 sine 4x that is positive, and here 3 divided by negative, it will be, the sign will change to negative, and here it will change to negative, and 0 divided by that, it's still 0. Okay, now we have this. You can take this as a trinomial, but here we do geometry. Okay, so now I will have to open brackets. Okay, so on my first bracket, since here I have 2, which means here I can have 2 sine 4x, and here sine 4x. If I multiply these two, they'll give me this, because remember, sine multiplied by sine is sine squared. Okay, but don't forget x, so here we use 4x. Okay, so it's the same as other question. The difference is here it's 4x. Okay, like other question in your book, or what you did in the classroom, or what your teacher taught you. Okay, so, and here, since here we have 2 for brackets, here we can have 1, and here we can have 2, and we say the sign of the bigger number takes the sign of the middle term, and our middle term is negative, so 2 is greater than 1, which means here it's negative, and since here it's positive, and negative multiplied by positive is negative, which means here we'll have positive. Okay, so it's equals to 0. Now I have to break my bracket. Now I will say the first bracket is equals to 0, the second bracket is equals to 0. Okay, so for my first bracket, I will say 2 sine 4x plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, so when after equate it to 0, I'll take 1 to the opposite side, so it will be 0 minus 1, which is -1. So here I will have -1. You see, so after I got my value as -1, remember here I have 2, which means I have to divide both sides by 2. So if I divide both sides by 2, my sine 4x is equals to -1 over 2, or the second bracket, sine 4x is equals to 0. When I take 0 to the opposite side, it will be 0 plus 2, which is 2. Then we'll leave it there. So, but our question, remember, it says without the calculator, show that sine 4x is equals to -1 over 5, and 0,5, and 0,5 is the same as half, so it is not the one. So here you can make this sign, and here it is the one, so if you leave it like that, then you get your 4 marks. Okay, so yeah, that's how it is. So we'll do more questions. Please, let's engage on the comment section. Comment and let me know which chapter do you guys like me to do. And like I said, I do lessons, so hit me up on WhatsApp if you need lessons, and I'm available. Thank you for watching.